prosecutor at a later point, right?
For the actual case, yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, this is different. You've still got to post charges after this.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
But yeah, they look all... Those are the standard bail conditions. So yeah, that looks good to me.
Right, okay. Do I need to post a docket post or wait until the bail conditions are set first?
I think it's... I think per legislation, you've got 72 hours
Okay,
to
I can
post
wait
those
on that
charges.
until I'm with Knight.
Yeah.
And I spoke to Erin.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, hold on. I've just found...
Oh, no.
It's okay, I found the line. So basically, people get held for a hag charge pending arraignment. And an individual is considered arraigned once they have gone before a justice, or if a justice is not available, once bail conditions have been placed on the docket.
Okay.
So I don't even know if Benny's around anyway, so I don't think it would have worked. And there's definitely no judges around, so could have requested one. Either way.
Okay.
I think you're fine. So what else are we looking at? Yeah, your charges, I'd probably touch base with Knight. Make sure you got the actual... Because it's a bit different from bail, because you actually have to, post a statement, like an affidavit type thing and things like that, of probable cause. That. So, and obviously get all your evidence together. So, yeah.
I need help with one more thing.
Okay, what's up?
I mean, are you busy?
No, you're okay. I'm good. Unless have you got something to eat? I'm starving. Let me go see if there's anything in the kitchen. There is, thank God. Alright, there is.
Oh, what we got? Some just slimy fries.
Just the milkshake. There was only ever a milkshake.
I mean, I can sort you out some of these Greg sausage rolls if you want.
Honestly, I'd love them. Are they the frozen ones? Honestly, it doesn't matter. They're all frozen anyway.
No, they were fresh, but I had to fly them in from England.
There's no such thing as fresh sausage rolls. You know that, right? They're all frozen.
Take that tinfoil hat off, Doc. Okay?
No, it's not a tinfoil hat.
Stop! Do not talk bad on Greg.
You think everybody who works for Greg... I'm not talking bad.
It's like a fucking delicacy,
I don't care. Listen, they must freeze them in the nectar of the gods, okay? But they're still frozen. You know, you get to Iceland and you can buy Greg sausage rolls, like the ones. Oh my God! Who needs a Greg's when you can have it at home?
You're not wrong. Those fucking cheese, bean, and sausage.
Oh my God! Stop it! I'm married. I'm married.
All right. I need a surveillance warrant.
Right. Okay.
This is what we got to figure out now. So.
Okay. Yeah. So it's gonna be you can either do it as a search warrant or subpoena, whichever one you want, because it's just got to be signable.
Right, so there's one here. So this is going to be it's
an investigative
what kind
warrant.
Of surveillance he wants. What does he want me to do here? Knight left me with a list of things to do. One was put up the bail conditions, which is done. Get the phone subpoenaed, and then all he said is surveillance warrant.
On what?
Fuck knows.
Is this to do with apprehending Sean, or is this to do with Benny specifically? He doesn't
Let me
know.
just shoot a email.
He doesn't know.
Knight emailed me back. He said, ask Dark, but I don't think it matters if we keep him on hold anymore.
What's
the
that?
Surveillance warrant is later. We don't have enough. Okay, no, we're all good. We're all good on that right now.
Okay, all right. You don't want the investigative warrant?
Well, I mean, do we have
You
enough
do?
probable cause for one?
It depends. It depends what you trying to do. What are you trying to look at? What are you trying to surveil? What? Okay, listen. TLDR, an investigative warrant is when you need more than you currently have, to basically investigate somebody. It's basically expanded capabilities of investigations, right? So whether that be sticking a camera facing somebody's house because it's
so
private property or something like that.
the surveillance warrant is going to be written based on what we learned from the subpoena. So we're going to
Okay.
leave that
Yep.
for now.
I will send you. Can you chuck me an email quick? And
Shit, I can try.
okay, I will also try and send you an email. But I will send you over the subpoena that I had for McQuillan, Sean McQuillan.
I think I've sent you one. Just have a look.
Yeah, I got it. Right, let me send you this over. This is only up until the 8th, though. But this does have some evidence of Benny and Sean talking, and it also may have other people involved with Sean as well. Okay, now I've got to find it now. Okay, this is bank and phone subpoena. Do, 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 do. Yeah, so that's done. Okay. Well, yeah, if you need anything else, obviously just let me know. And obviously once we get to that investigative warrant stage, just get back in contact with me.
Okay. Genuinely, Doc, I appreciate your help a lot. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime.
I'm trying to get it all figured out.
Listen, once you've done it once, you'll be able to do it 10 times. All right.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's the big thing, right? I think the two biggest problems people have is not trying and not asking for help.
Absolutely.
So I tried myself first, and then I asked for the help. Just to
100%. Yeah, my biggest advice for subpoenas is just spell it out for the judge. Because they
and then
just you got to think they don't know anything, right?
No, they're all just stupid.
Okay. Hey, some of them are not stupid. Okay.
You know what? I fuck with Falconer. I fuck with Grayson. And Danielson, actually.
Yep. They're all great.
Yeah.
There's some other good eggs. There's McNee. He's a justice.
I don't think I've met McNee.
I'm not sure exactly what time is around, but I don't see him very often. But apparently Halo resigned, I think. Justice Halo.
Yeah, I heard
donkey.
about that. What a donkey, right?
Yeah. And then there was a judge the other night who decided to do a state announcement by accident saying, someone better give me a cure for this damn disease, and then did another state announcement that said, oops, that was an accident, my bad. So I'm going to be impeaching that judge and hopefully getting rid of them because they were elected. So the justices can't do anything.
Sounds good.
Anyway, let me know if you get anything interesting from that subpoena. Hopefully it gets signed.
I'll shoot you the whole subpoena once I've got it, just so you kind of go through it.
They might send it my way anyway because I was the one who signed it. But
well, I just need a judge to sign it now, right?
Yep. The judges have been made aware, so if I get a reply, I'll let you know.
Oh shit! It's still got all the. Oh no! It's still got all the colors on it. It didn't. It's locked at a weird place. Look at it.
Is it actually? Hold on, let's have a look.
Oh, it like backdated. I changed loads. We've lost all the evidence. Everything's gone. All the references. What the fuck?
No, they're in there. Everything's there.
Mate. What on earth? Wait.
Just close it, reopen it.
No,
it's all in. I see it. I'm looking at it.
To me, it's still got all the highlighted bits. It has no reference, no photos.
Nah, it's good, mate. Don't worry. Restart your MDT.
Crash out.
It's all don't crash out, man. Don't crash out. You got this, Frost. Good shit. I don't want to save it because I don't want to make it look like we made the edits after the fact, you know? Okay. I'll be honest, I'm glad somebody's pushing that charge. I'm really glad somebody's pushing it. It's been needed for a while for that to change. And I did request them to change it, but I haven't heard anything back about it, and I imagine it was... Uh-oh. Oh, I think it was those cars blowing up because of the train. Yeah, there's like the train goes under Mission Row, and sometimes I think it clips through the ground and like blows up the kind of the catalog cars. Which judge did that state announcement? Jaina Pierce, I think is her name. And she said it was an accident. But then Craig, she had spoken to Craig and was like, yeah, I copied a twat earlier, and I accidentally copied and pasted it into the state announcement, and then, you know, accidentally went through all the steps required. This is me being satire. Accidentally went through all the steps required to post a state announcement, which is like 3 different steps, and then pasted it into the box and clicked the button to post it. Oopsies. So yeah, the issue is, so the reason we're gonna write up an impeachment for her is gonna be based on gross negligence, given the severity of the situation, and because she's an elected judge. Let me go to the legislation so you can see it. Because she's been elected, and she's an elected magistrate. Where is it? Elected magistrates may only be removed through the impeachment process. So, yep, reckless endangerment, impeachment. Why did I say impeachment? Gross negligence. What else is under the impeachments? There's other reasons for impeachments. What else is under here? Gross incompetence. Yep. Pretty incompetent, you know, thing to do. We talked about when Dot brought it up. Yeah, we did. We was when Nino was on the phone with Arcadia, and they were having a row. What was in the announcement? Let me find it for you. There's in a report somewhere. What report, though? I know what report it is. It is under this. And it's literally in the investigation for the Plague Master document. Any amount of money to whoever brings me the cure for this damned disease. Did not mean to send that out. False alarm, sorry. That was the state announcement. And when I asked how she even knew about the disease, and it's because Belle is her wife. And Belle is in the ICU with the plague. So that's how she knew. So yeah, not great. Not great. Okay. Is there anything I want to do right now? Right now, I don't think so. I think we've got to sort that in a private report for the impeachment process. Impeachment Magistrate. I think it's that. I think that's how you spell it. Just gonna bookmark this for myself. And then when we look at the legislation for it, any and all evidence shall be submitted upon initial filing of the ACR impeachment request. The fees paid to the justice judge from the Department of Justice. Okay, the fees paid to a justice or a judge that is part of the Department of Justice to the Department of Justice bank account. That is fucking. That is a read. Once the impeachment as requested, yeah. So basically, just do that. That's fine. I honestly don't even want to, like... So apparently Arcadia's already questioned her about it, and she was like, oh, it's an accident. But I almost don't want to question her about it, so it goes to a public hearing and we can question her there. Because I think that would be so much better than, like, doing, like, a two-person interrogation and getting the evidence. I think it would be a lot better if it was like, here's a hearing, you're under oath, we just ask questions. You know what I mean? It almost gives me, like, the, you know, like when you have, like, when the Senate calls fucking Mark Zuckerberg to talk about shit? It gives me that vibe, which I think is a lot more interesting. Okay, statement. The filing on the 15th of February. Yeah, I hate that word, I'll be honest. My least favorite word is February. Elected magistrate. The TikTok edits about the... Yeah, U.S. Congress questioning the TikTok... Yeah, that kind of shit. Made 2 state announcements. The first being... let's get this right. So let me do 129749. Let me put these in evidence. 129749. That one, is it going to be 750? Yep. First being any amount of money to whoever brings me the cure for this damn I like that bitch. I actually hate the bowl. The second being, did not mean to send that out. False alarm, sorry. Mean to send that out. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have that is the first bit we need to put in. The next bit we need to put in is magistrate Pierce. Pierce is. Make sure I'm doing the right. What's the thing about Jaina? Yes. So there we go. I'll put that at the top. Callista. We'll do it this way. Callista. This. There you go. is currently in the intensive care unit. She is I don't even know what we can say. This is the issue, is if we do a public impeachment, it's kind of getting to the point of like, oh yeah, we're mad because there is a fucking pandemic and she was being reckless for trying to obviously announce it to everybody. So we need to put this in very careful words here. Margaret Pierce's wife, Crystal Bridget, that is currently in the intensive care unit. I'll just put that for now. The CMC. Alleged plague is actually a good way to put it. So apparently so we spoke with director Watson, and apparently the announcement hasn't gone out yet, even though it is supposed to have gone out yet. How do I want to word this? Because I was about to write, CMC has given advice or has indicated that there may be, you know, something going round, but I can't even do that because they haven't announced it yet. Magistrate Pierce may have had personal motivation to make this accidental state announcement. And was utilizing the tools provided to her as a magistrate of the DOJ for personal use. So, Magistrate Pierce has been questioned by her employers and she states that what the announcement was an accident, a mistake. However, it has been confirmed by a justice that this is that to make a state announcement, one must it is a 3-step process, and the likelihood being of accidentally posting thus the likelihood of this being an accident. How do we word this properly? Is unreasonable. I don't really know how I want to formulate all of this yet, but we will go into here and say the reasons. We'll do reasons for impeachment, which are going to be, what is that? What's that? Leave that open. We'll do gross negligence and gross incompetence. So. What is that? What the fuck was that? Do you hear that? It was like glass smashing. Hello? Anybody out here? The fuck? But it might have been like the lights, but they're all intact. Nothing here either. The hell? It literally sounded like something smashing. Unless it was the parking lot next door. Unless it was my car. Hold on. It's not there. I parked it. All these lamps are okay. There's a shoe in the bin. Barely. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Hey,
Are you Mr. Peters?
yeah. What's up?
Hey, did you see someone smash these lights right here?
Oh, as I was running up, I got raided.
Oh, it was you?
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
They just...
See why?
What, are you like Magneto or something? What's going on there?
Oh, I guess. No, I think they just, government's trying to, cut down on expenditures. So, they're
I
basically
see.
like little thin pieces
I
of glass.
see.
So that you just walk right up to it and.
Have you had an interview yet?
Nope. I've reached
Right.
out to Barrett.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Have you had your background check yet?
I have not.
Wait.
Or at least not to my knowledge.
Let's go get you sorted, mate.
All right, appreciate it.
How you been anyway? You been alright?
Yeah, I've been all right.
Hold on, before we go, have you got any weapons on you?
Yeah, I got a bat, golf club, and a wrench.
What?
But no gun.
Okay, I'm just gonna frisk you real quick. Can I search you to make it
Yeah.
easy?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my wife got me,
The
for
fuck?
Valentine's Day, she got me a golf club and a bat.
You a big golf fan?
I golf. It's
Check,
something to
check,
do
check.
in past, downtime, but
Okay. Alright, come
You know.
on in. Alright, take a seat. Anywhere you like. Preferably by my
Alright.
desk so that we don't have to share. Dude, why is it so different? You know what, that makes it Come on in, take a seat. There we go. Right, Mr. Peters, flash me your ID quick.
All right, 1 second.
Okay, sorted. Now let me have a look at the interest form. I know Craig spoke to you, right? Already?
Yes, we had a little talk. I was approached by Sean Danielson. I mean, I never filled out any sort of form per se.
Mm-hmm.
It was just more or less recommended to you guys. Whenever we first, or whenever the I guess everything was sort of being restructured, was approached by Arnold Weiss as well. That's why they opened it when they opened up the court clerk position. Was kind of talking through the options of that versus state marshal, and they were still trying to figure things out. So I just decided to become a court clerk and help with the penal code restructure and reviewing legislation and things like that, while also still being an attorney. Um, so
He's
yeah,
a
I've just
nerd.
really
Got it.
been trying to help out wherever I can. But then probably like 3 weeks ago, 3 4 weeks ago, probably three, was approached by Sean and said, "Hey, put in a good recommendation for you for state marshal, and as well as talking with Oshira, um, kind of expressing my interest there as well." So
Okay. All right. Well, let's just get started. Why are you interested in the marshals?
yeah, so I'm interested in the marshals because I I enjoy investigating things. In my past law enforcement uh, experience, I was always very interested in investigations. I wasn't really too much a ping chaser. Of course, I would do my due diligence, but I
One
enjoyed
of us.
uh,
One of us.
really looking into things and being detailed and investigating kind of more of the juicier and sensitive things, as well as my time as an attorney. Um, I pride myself with being able to build a good relationship with PD while also maintaining my stance on trying to sort out any sort of corruption there, um, but still maintaining a good relationship with the PD. So, very good at building relationships and working things out. Uh, and I know that with the marshals, part of the job of being a marshal is, sort of overseeing that and investigating, any sort of internal affairs, internal investigations within the departments. And, I believe that that's kind of right up my alley.
Okie dokie. Right, let's have a look. I need to write some stuff. Okay, so you're interested in the marshals, but what do you know about the marshal legislation?
I do know that the marshals are in place to um, sort of be sort of a kind of law enforcement for the DOJ. Um, and I've been a part of the DOJ in some way, shape, or form for a very long time, and uh, it's something that I feel strongly about, and also defending, defended the Constitution, defended the people in power to the best that I can. But marshals are also, they look into and oversee the other law enforcement agencies. They investigate things such as, they look into any sort of corruption, but also marshals also investigate any sort of other corruptions, with justices, judges, uh, elected officials, things of that nature. But also, you know, are there as well to um, act as a response to, high security threats. You know, being a part of big investigative things within the state, and can also be implemented as sort of a emergency response in using uh, military level response in the event of some sort of terrorist attack, things like that.
Okay, all right. She's like, you know, what you're talking about. I mean, I've been recommended that. I know you were talked about because you're a lawyer and you've got pretty good knowledge of the law and stuff like that. So, how are you with our legislation? Our 10 million pieces of legislation.
I do try to keep up with that, but being a court clerk, I have been looking over every piece of legislation that has been passed for the past, probably since November. Um, as well as, I was part of reviewing and overhauling the penal code. I sat down, gosh, I probably spent a total of, I don't know, 12 to 16 hours working on that, going through every single charge, looking at making adjustments and things like that. So, and sitting in, probably more meetings than I care to count. So I'd say I'm very familiar with the legislation and the law of things.
Okay, all right. Um, okay, right. So you said you got law enforcement experience. What you got? Where were you
Uh,
held up at?
yep. So had experience in the sheriff's office back in the Liberty City. Um, I do come from a very strong law enforcement and military background. Both my parents were um, part of the sheriff's office. My father was even the sheriff himself back home. And also spent a little bit of time um, in the army as an army ranger. So whenever I got out of that, sort of the natural progression of things, I joined. I also, got out of the army and decided to get my bar and study the law, because as well, my mother eventually became a district attorney. Um, I'm very, very, very familiar with a lot of the processes there. So I went, instead of going the law enforcement route right out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Decided to um, I decided to go ahead and get my bar and study the law and be on that side of the law. Because being growing up with my father in law enforcement, I always heard about a lot of corruption and bad cops and things like that, and I didn't want to become a bad cop, and then so I took it upon myself. I think part of what makes a good cop is not necessarily the training that they get when they get hired, but also a good knowledge of the law and the things that you are, charged to uphold.
True. Yeah, I agree.
So,
Okay.
uh, but then later on, I joined the sheriff's department.
All right. Good to know. Okay. I've got noted there, and I don't know whether this was you or somebody else, but you were interested in prosecutorial work. Is it accurate?
Yes, yes. I've been a defense attorney for a while, and moving to this city, I've feel like I've done my time as a defense attorney,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to. I'm just trying to move up the ladder, just trying to progress in my career, and I feel like prosecutorial work or law enforcement work is kind of the next step up from that. So, in my time here, I've uh, represented and currently the lawyer on retainer for EMS. Was looking into a specific case involving uh, the assistant chief of police, Tyler Peters, in an incident that happened
Oh
uh,
yeah,
several weeks
this.
ago. We
What was
were
the outcome of
looking at
that?
push. Well, see, I was able to. So we were initially looking at pushing an ACR. I believe that there was enough there to push, reckless endangerment. Um, but again, talking with my clients and um, as an attorney, you're kind of at the mercies of what your client wants to do. Um, while I did recommend some things, I did ultimately say, like, here's your options. I do lay out all the options there.
Mm-hmm.
We were able to have conversations with um,
The
Chief
PD.
Turner,
Yeah.
yep, and the PD, and also a few other people that were involved in an incident. Um, so my client was able to get some more perspective on things, and we were able to just work it out and have a mutual agreement, and just kind of say, hey, this happened. How do we avoid this happening again? And they both agreed that, hey, the situation wasn't ideal, and terribly sorry about that, but we definitely, as LSPD and as EMS, we both need to work together instead of against each other. So
Okay.
we
Sounds
were
like I
able
had a
to settle
positive
that out.
outcome.
Yeah, yeah, and that's
Okay.
kind of more of my style. Instead of jumping the gun and trying to push things that could have, ultimately burn bridges and cause friction between government agencies, decided to go the route of being adults, and setting up a formal meeting to where we could work things out. So
Okay. That's good to hear. Okay. Well, before we move you on to the next stage of possible potential employment, we would have to do a background check on you, which would be 30 days of phone and bank records. Is that something you're comfortable with? It.
absolutely.
Okay. Right. Let me get this set up. Okay, so let me just go grab one of these older ones. Let's take a. If you want to walk over to the courthouse, and I'll catch up with you. Just go where
Mhm.
you can access the public MDTs, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you temporary access to sign a subpoena, where you can read it, sign your own name, and then I'll take that away, and then I'll sign it myself as well. It's
Okay.
basically just
I
so you're
have
signing consent.
yeah, I'm signed in as a
Oh, you have an MDT?
clerk. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, give me a sec. Wait, do you only have one phone?
Yes.
Oh my god, what's his name? Chris Peters. Okay, what's your phone number?
I'll drop it in the cloud for you.
You might have to read it out to me if that's all right.
Oh, absolutely. All right, 420
Mm-hmm.
078
Yep.
3847.
4200783847. Is that right?
That's correct.
Right. It's going to be 30 days or 1 month of records. So no ceiling. No, it's okay. So this is just for a background check. Give me a second. I'm going to give you tags in a sec, and then you should be able to see it. And it'll be the top report, and that's all I want you to look at. And then you just come in here and sign it where it says officer. So just give me a minute. What's your state ID? Yeah. Oh, I've got it. 16556. That's it.
Yeah.
Hold on. 16556. I can't find you in the staff profile for some reason. In the list now.
Yeah, it's been a bit finicky as of late.
Right, I found you. I'm just going to save it a couple times so I can search in the future. But for right now, I'm just going to give you temporarily. You're going to have a state marshal access to the MDT. And then so that's saved. So if you just go back in, let me know if you can see the reports. If you can't, then just restart your MDT.
Citizen report.
It's in reports, yeah, and it'll be Chris Peters SASM background check. See that?
Hold on, maybe reset it one more time.
Yeah, reset. You got it?
See, I can see
You can see what, sorry?
incidents, but the reports are not
Let me
populating.
try something. It might be because I gave you the rookie rank. Bear with me. I'm gonna have to go find your bloody profile again. Alright, just yeah. 1655 was it, what was it? 16 what? I found it. Never mind.
16556.
I'll give you the full state marshal rank instead. So try and reset it and seeing it now.
Okie dokie.
It's not the first one, it's the second one. By the looks of it.
There we go.
You got it? Alright. So just give that a read through, make sure everything's correct. And then just if you're happy with it, just sign where it says officer on the right. Okay, so apparently state marshal rookie needs to be
Alright, there we go.
fixed. It done?
Yep.
Right, sorted. I will sign that as well, and that'll go off to a judge. Let me just make sure I'm removing that state marshal rank. That's removed. Okie dokie. All right, so what we'll do is we'll go and review your records as long as we have no issues. I'll be in contact about your kind of next stage of employment. I can't promise you are going to get employed. You may, if you do get employed, it may be straight away. It may be some time, down the line. If we're doing it, because we are doing waves of hires at the minute. So I know it's been a little bit, but just be patient, and we'll get you through as soon as we can. All right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and also if you guys ever if you ever marshals ever need any repairs, I am co-owner of the hubcap.
Okay. All right, that'd be nice. Yeah, I'll be in contact, Chris. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much, mate.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I know you guys have your hands full. A lot of work, and I know just in talking with Oshira, she's she's like, I'm so overwhelmed. So I was like, well,
are you primarily shift 2? Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean, so I would be probably. I'm a degen, so but
I
I'm
thought
usually
it.
around typically like late shift 1 all the way uh, always all
Early
the way
shift
through
3.
shift 2, but can be through shift 3. So,
Okay. All right. Good to know. All right.
all right.
Well, thanks, Chris. I'll be in contact. All right.
All right. Thank you, Dark.
No
Appreciate you.
problem, mate. Set this because otherwise it's gonna be loud as shit. All right. So we'll get that sent off to the judges. All right, and then what I'll probably do is I'll email David Cortez, which is Danielson's all. I'll email him a little bit later because I don't think he'll be around yet, and I don't know. To be honest, I'm not feeling it 100%, so I don't know how long I'm going to stay around for. But let's just get back to this impeachment. I think it's a nice chill day today. You know, it's nice and chill. Nice little chill day. Right. Reasons for impeachment. Oh, I fucking closed the report, didn't I? Okay, I'll open it up here. Impeachment. Conduct review. So we are going to have to pay, I think, 50 grand because we're DOJ. Yeah, we'll finally get some people. We'll finally get some marshals. Actually, talking of that. Beep, 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 beep. I was told that the contest period is going up. Is that right? Did Coyote? No, he has. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him since. I think he's I think in no better terms, he's on the shelf. He's been put back on the shelf, and I don't know whether we're going to see him anytime soon. Okay, so as of yesterday, at 50 minutes past midnight, the state master legislation is in the contest period. So there's been no contest yet. So once that is done, it means that the DOJ or a justice doesn't have to be the director anymore, which means we can get somebody pumped up to that position, which will be nice. It's not going to change much, I'll be honest, but it will just kind of give our foundations, you know, the foundations will settle and we can be like, okay, we're good, we're moving, we don't have to rely on anybody, let's move it. Apparently there's been an amendment to this legislation. What is being so have a look at this while we're here. So this is, I suppose it's 50 minutes ago. By Falconer. So this is the due process and jurisprudence legislation. Changes proposed in this amendment add human trafficking to the Heinous Act guidelines and changes the language surrounding hags to say citizens who are charged with Heinous Act guidelines with sufficient probable cause will be held for a period of no longer than 12 hours pending arraignment unless extended by justice approval. An individual who would be considered arraigned once they have gone before a justice or a justice is not available once bail conditions have been approved on the docket. Ah, that is interesting. That's different. Judgments placed on the docket within 72 hours of filing. So now it's in the contest period. Is there anything that we would want to contest here? Nope. Seems good to me. This is interesting, right? So an issue that I could see here at a gut instinct is the bail condition. Let's say that, so no justice is around. So you post it on the docket, right? And then it doesn't get approved because there's no justices around. So you're like, oh shit, it's been 12 hours. So then you're like, okay, let me get it extended by a justice. But then a justice isn't around. And so if there's no justice around, because they haven't approved the bail, so you want an extension so that it can get approved, but then there's no justice around, so you can get an extension. And you need an extension because it's been 12 hours and it hasn't been approved. You see what I mean? I don't think that should be an issue, but that is something that I could see being a problem, is if there's absolutely no justices around for like a 24-hour period, then you're stuck in a loop and then you are violating someone's rights with absolutely no intention to do so. Yeah, not great. So I might bring that up. Oh, hey, the guy who wrote it's in chat. It could be a case that the justice is conflicted on the case, but can grant the extension. Yeah, I think just the issue I can see is if there's absolutely no justices available or replying for 12 hours, then by legislation, PD would be at fault. And, you know, could then be, like, civilly liable in the future. I'll bring that up with a justice that I see next. I don't like doing things in email. I could email it, you know what I mean? But I don't like doing too many things in the emails. Right, where are we? Statement of... So, we're looking at gross negligence. I'm just going to copy and paste this, actually. Person disregards the need for reasonable care, thus leading to the foreseeable serious injury or harm of other persons. And then we're also going to put in gross incompetence, continuous behavior that leads to misconduct. Oh, it says continuous, which is not exactly helpful for this specific incident. This is going to be the main one, is the negligence, but, you know, if they use this in conjunction with the negligence, then the continuous might not be important. Met as dog's concern. What else? What is the oath? One of them is violation of oath that says engaging in behavior that is contrary to the oath of office or positions that the individual holds. What is the oath? Hold on. Let me see if it might be in a piece of legislation somewhere. Is it judicial positions? You know what? Let me do this. Hold on. I don't like saying things without showing you. So I'm looking at this. I'm looking for oath. Is it in here? Judicial appointments, judicial powers, judicial authority, oath. It's literally the only reference of an oath in any state legislation is in the impeachment. And it's only in this line. So I guess it would have to be kind of grabbing it from whatever DOJ SOPs exist. Right? Yeah. I think that would have to be it. So I don't actually know what that oath is, but I mean, it can certainly be referenced if it's of some value. I wonder if I don't have any copies of, like, DOJ SOPs, I don't think.